You played with my boy Brad, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Brad. Yeah,
bro, that's my guy.
I know you do. Oh, you're okay. Makes sense now. Seen the USC stuff.
Yeah, so we were roommates at USC because he went to grad school for film.
Oh, I know he went to grad school because I seen him when I was graduating. He was like still in the film stuff, and then he went over there.
Well, his whole family is in film.
Yeah, that's tough. I didn't know his mom was like Friday lady until like after one of the games freshman year. I'm like, what?
Oh, you recognize?
Yeah,
it?
I heard about it, but like I didn't know like if it was like I didn't really know. And then like I seen her there, and I was just like,
it's Friday, right? I don't think
Friday.
I saw that movie.
Yeah. Sharkeisha. What is it? Not Sharkeisha.
I've seen bits of it. I haven't seen the whole movie. Yeah. But she's like a big part of that movie. Yeah.
It's like what's her name in the movie? Oh my God, it's like a huge like
it's a big
line.
scene.
Yeah, it's like a little one line, and she's like homeless, like crackhead type of thing, and it was tough.
Bro, the coolest part about Brad is he was a really, really good quarterback. Like, bro, he set all the ACC records at the time. But it's not that he doesn't care about football, but it's not his true passion.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of rare. Like usually it's like, hey, I'm all ball. But it's like, dude, I literally like film way more.
Yeah.
And like he's just so interesting as a person because of that.
Yeah. I mean, obviously coming in, like he was like projected first rounder when I got there and stuff. So like
people forget he was projected number one
guy.
pick.
He was that
like
guy.
At one time he was like, hey, this is the guy.
This is the guy. Where he's like, and he really like, truth be told, he really was that guy. I know like injuries play like a huge part. Like I know he had like a bad like back injury.
The back in the league, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so overall, like man, like I haven't played for a quarterback that has like that touch. You know, like some people don't understand. A lot of quarterbacks, like it comes. Some quarterbacks have like that spin on the ball where it's like it's really easy to catch and it's
a
like
catchable ball.
Yes, bro. And he had that like tight spiral. I mean, ball placement was big part. He always put in the right place.
Yeah.
I mean, so I enjoyed it. You know, I would try to make the most of it while he was there.
I mean, you ball. He threw the ball a lot to you. So
yeah, man. I appreciate it.
As a true freshman too, bro.
Yeah. Now, I remember, hey, Brad was like, he was one of those like quarterbacks. I came in and I'm like talking about followers and I'm like, yo, like Brad, like give me a shout out. He had like 100, he had like 100K. Instagram was like popping. Like I got like 3,000 followers. Like I'm like, yo, give me a shout out. He was like, nah. Like I'm like, wait.
He said nah.
I'm like, I just committed. I'm on the team. I'm like, bro, like, what do you mean? No, like, and he's just pretty much what he was saying. Like, you got to earn it. Like, don't come with that mindset about followers. And
this is before you won the job, though.
Yeah, this is like I like just got there, and I'm like off the rip, like, yo, hit me with the followers, and he's like, nah. And then I'm like,
some random freshman. I mean, you proved yourself, bro. That 26, I was just talking. You know Rob Burns, right? So he's one of my best friends. He came in 2017, but I played with a lot of dudes in 16. I'm in your class.
Okay, perfect.
And so I played with Deontay Mullins, who came in with you.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's tough.
Sam Bruce, rest in peace. One of the best dudes I've ever thrown to. And it was you three, bro. Yeah. And Deontay and Sam were going in like the most highly regarded guy. Like those were the dudes.
Yeah, no, that's fact.
And I mean, you were still a big recruit, but like it was Sam and Deontay nationally.
They were the guys, yep.
And like, and you came in and like you won the job. You broke Michael Irvin's freshman receiving record. And it was just such a cool story, bro. Like the legend of Ahmmon still lives.
Yeah.
Like I still hear guys talking about it.
Man, it's crazy. And like that, I didn't think about it at the time because I never envisioned myself like not playing at some point. Like to this day, like I still be thinking, I'm like, damn, like I'm supposed to like AJ Brown, like guys you see in like signing the $100+ million contracts were the guys that are in my class that like I was with these are the guys I'm going in with. So I'm like, damn, like I ain't never envisioned myself. But when I think back at what I did and I'm like looking at other guys like stats and like, you know, what they put up in a year versus like, I guess my short career, I'm like, damn, like, what the hell? Like, I guess I was out there, like, doing something at that young of an age is how I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
I was, like, fresh out of high school, and I'm competing with grown men, literally, you know, that are, like, great competition. It's just, like, I never thought of it. I was just playing football, honestly. And then you look up, and Michael Irvin's texting you, like, congrats, and this and that, and the fan base is, like, this record. And I'm like, what? I didn't even know it was a record. I was just, like, really? I just wanted to go out there and play and win games, and everything else just kind of came, you know.
Wow. So going in freshman year, like you thought, hey, I could do this.
Yeah, no, 100%. I always see that's things that I always felt like I was the best receiver, but I'm not the guy that always says it. Like I'm not gonna go around saying, yo, I'm better than him, and that. Like I'm like humble, but it's like once
that's
I put
a rare receiver, bro.
When I put on the helmet, bro, like I always tell people like the competitor to me, it comes out like I go from like the nice, chill guy to like I literally like me and my like high school coach used to like get into like bickering match because like I want the ball, like give me the ball, I want to win. Like I don't want to wait, I want to put this thing to rest, like because I know I'm the best player. So it's just like going in, I didn't do the camps, I didn't do all that stuff, and I think that was a big part of it. Just naturally,
for the recruiting,
recruiting part. I just was never into the 7-on-7.
Really, why?
I
just didn't feel like
because always, bro. Honestly, like 7-on-7 to me, it was like it's cool and it's like flashy for like the social media, but like a lot of stuff I see just don't happen in games.
It doesn't translate.
Like
as much.
I see a lot of dudes catch a ball over the middle. I'm like, bro, in the game,
you're done.
You're literally not catching that pass at all. And then it's just too much like with the extra stuff for me. Like I'm like, I like to compete and I like to physically be able to like let you know I'm there.
You're more of a real football guy.
Yeah, like banging, blocking, getting in the. That's why I can't play now. Damn,
right?
Banging around, like hitting, like that's like my game, like physical, like.
Dude, you don't hear that often as a receiver.
I mean,
especially
there's some
nowadays.
dudes in the league that do it. I know AJ Brown, he's a physical receiver. Like he's one of those ones. Like DK, obviously freaking nature. That's what pushed him to the next level. Besides being fast, he just learned how to use his body and use his size. So it's a couple guys that got that dog in them that go across the middle, make contested catches, and they're just raw dogs. And then you got the bougie ones that,
I feel like that's the norm now, isn't it?
It is, bro. Especially with rules nowadays, it's a lot easier.
Did you watch that game yesterday?
Which one?
Miami game?
Oh, my God. So I watched it, and I told myself I wasn't going to watch it because I knew what would happen. But, like, you always tell yourself, like, in the day we're Miami, we should win.
I thought Miami would win.
I was, like, iffy about it, but I was, like, just like the fan in me at this point. I'm like, we're going to win because in the day, like, we just got a better talent.
Because you're better, you have more talent for sure.
Yeah, we got more guys, regardless if they're backups, quarterback, whatever the case may be. We should just win.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then football they always teach you that effort, and doing the right assignment. At the end of the day, you can have all the talent in the world. You still got to do the right things. Because I just seen so many blown assignments yesterday on the defensive side of the ball, which was like more aggravating than anything. But
I saw tackling on defense.
Yeah, that
I don't know how much. Like, do you think it was all because of like LT was out, Cam and James?
So,
because everyone else kind of stayed.
So in my mindset, if I'm the next guy up, them playing or not playing is like the golden ticket for me because that's an opportunity that whoever is coming in is not ever going to see again because I'm going to go out there, perform, I'm going to do the right assignment, I'm going to be ready. But in a lot of guys' mind, it's just like they're missing and like they're looking around for that other like leader on the defense to kind of make sure everyone's in the right place, which mattered yesterday because I seen a lot of people looking around like, yo, where's you supposed to be here and that, and that's just typical like.
And
football.
Cam was that guy before.
Cam definitely will be that guy that's gonna like make sure everyone's on point. Then Leonard Taylor up front, just even though he might not make like the stat numbers, like he's impacting the game, just his presence and disrupting, pulling guards and stuff like that. He's like knocking.
He's going first round. So
yeah. So, I think that type of stuff plays.
I think James might go late first, second as well, depending on how he tests.
He was a little faster,
if he tests well, 3 first round picks on defense. Yeah, potentially.
And if all of them test well, like especially at D tackle with the class this year, like we could have 3 at least going to top 50, possibly first round.
It's just weird because that defense played so well all year.
God, man,
and that was the strength of the team.
Yep. Only game I seen it where it was Louisville, but Louisville had it
in North Carolina.
In North Carolina. Yeah. Other than that. And then again, North Carolina, we played solid. We were just like 1 or 2 plays away from like pretty much beating them by 10 plus. But overall, that defense, like, was it Grudy? That's not how you say his last name? Coach Gwidry? However you say it.
I just say Coach G.
Yeah, Coach G. Yeah, that's what I say. I don't want to slander his name. But
I heard really good things about him.
It started off a little rough, in the beginning. Like, I can't remember his game exactly, but early in the season was a little like, what it's going to look like. And then it just rallied, and it really became the strong part of our team. Defense
well, it had to because early on it was rough on offense.
Yep. Yeah, Tyler started struggling, and then defense was keeping us in games, and we just couldn't get over that hump. So,
I have mixed views on Jakari's performance because I would have liked to see how the game would have looked with some different play calling, with a little bit more quarterback run. I mean, that's his strength. We all know that. And I mean, like, it was 5-6 yards a pop on those zone reads. He scored on that one on the edge.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just, he's got a strong arm for sure. I'm not sure if he's ready. I don't know. It was.
So he looks like you're a quarterback more than me, obviously, but just from being around like quarterbacks, obviously all my life, it's like I think he's still developing. Oh no, you. There you go. There you go.
All right, we back. What were we saying?
No, what was I saying? Oh, quarterback.
Jakar.
Yeah, so I think he has like potential, right?
Tons of
there,
dude.
And
He's like a little bit. He's got a little Jalen Milroe in him, like huge, strong arm,
that's a good comparison.
crazy
Actually, I never
athletic.
heard that one. You're like right on point. And I think Milroe kind of in the same boat where it took him a while to kind of.
It took him reps. That's the thing.
Yeah,
because like against Texas, if you watch that game, looked terrible.
So
I mean, bro, I was like, Alabama does not deserve to be anywhere in the playoffs. Yep. And then throughout a game, that's what reps does to a player. You just get better and better. And then Jalen against Georgia and Jalen against Texas with different players. Yeah. So I'd be curious to see with Jakari with more reps and maybe a system that's kind of a little more tailored to like what Tommy Rees is doing with Jalen, how that could look.
So like that's the thing, right? And maybe it's like I don't know why, but I feel like Miami, like it don't matter who we have, like offensively, like on the offensive, like scheme wise, it just seems like it's always like we don't throw and pass the ball like a lot of the other schools. Like when you look at like USC with like your backup, even though he has a lot of talent, Arizona look like a lot of these other schools just toss the ball like they just throw it around and it looks so effortless and it's just easy. And then it's like I feel like we struggle to do like the basic things, like just simple concepts. I feel like that's maybe what it is. We just have such simple concepts where a lot of these other teams, at least out west, like they just throw it around and it looks fun. Yeah, I think that's what we all want as a fan base. And unfortunately, it's like we get a guy like Jakari, and it's like, damn, like what would he look like in a West Coast offense, like out west? With his ability to run and kind of, it's like, what'd that look like?
All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break to tell you about what the boys over at Prize Picks are cooking up for you. Prize Picks is your ticket to the most exciting and straightforward way to play daily fantasy sports. It's a breath of fresh air in a world where you typically battle it out with thousands of players, including the seasoned pros and fierce sharks. Instead, at Prize Picks, you get to handpick 2 or more players and decide whether they'll exceed or fall short of their projected stats. It's not just another fantasy game, it's a game changer. And here's something unique. Prize Picks implements weekly promotions. Take Taco Tuesday, for example. Every Tuesday, they offer discounts on select player projections with savings up to 25%, providing even more value to players. Prize Picks has truly transformed the way I engage with sports. It's no longer just a big college football game with national championship implications. It's also an opportunity to cash in and talk some trash to the boys in the group chat along the way. If you're seeking quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and a vast selection of players and stat types, Prize Picks is your go-to daily fantasy sports app. Head over to prizepicks.com/momentum and remember to use code momentum for a first deposit match up to $100. That's right, a potential $100 bonus is waiting for you just for joining the excitement at Prize Picks. Now back to the episode. Well, I think the other part too, which made it harder for Jakari, was Fletch being out. Like he had been balling, bro. So you get 0 run game, and it's not to say Parrish and AJ are bad backs. I just think there was nothing there for
Fletch
him.
is that guy.
Yeah, Fletch is that dude. Like I think he's a first round back.
Yeah, you're right. When you
bro, how many rushing yards did Miami have yesterday? Like that's hard for a quarterback on his third start. Like you need help too.
Yeah, the running game definitely opens up the pass, and I think.
And conditions are bad with the rain.
Yeah, it was raining too, so I mean, it literally was set up like not a good as a quarterback. It wasn't the best conditions to be thrown around.
That's why on my prize picks I had Mark Fletcher over like 56 rushing yards. I was like, bro, this is a lock. Yeah. And then he gets hurt like second and third play, which sucks.
God, Prize Pick has it. I didn't know Prize Pick. They got college on there.
Yeah, come on, bro. Prize Picks is a sponsor of the pod.
Really? Hey, shout out to Prize Picks because hey, listen, I didn't know that. Now I'm about to go get Prize Picks. I didn't know. I got hard bets. Oh wow!
So then you put like a bunch of parlays together.
Oh my god!
Oh dude, it's sick.
Oh, I'm about to have a blast. I didn't know that. I literally didn't know that.
It goes yards, touchdowns, completions.
Oh.
Receptions.
Oh my god!
X went off.
I'm over here doing the NFL on you know, I don't want to say the other one now, but
I mean, it doesn't matter.
you know, I'm over doing NFL bets, and I'm just like I watch college obviously way more than NFL. I'm over here guessing on the NFL end, and I'm like, wait, college, you can look up some stats and kind of get a good idea who's about to do what.
Although it's a little harder now with all the opt-outs. Like even this Oregon State Notre Dame game that's on, like I would have thought Oregon State could beat Notre Dame, but like we were talking about before, best two quarterbacks are out. You can't even predict this stuff anymore, bro. Like I have this pool with like some of my good friends in college, and it's like this bowl games pick, and then so you choose I don't know, I think it's like 43 games total, playoffs and championship. Okay. And then you allocate in terms of confidence how many points, 43 down to 0, and then whoever has the most points gets like the sum of the money. Okay. Dude, I think I'm in last place, bro. Because I'm going off of like what I saw during the regular season. Yeah, I wasn't like truly taking into account or like researching who's in, who's out. I'm like, bro, there's not even the same teams.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like bowl games, like I was looking up. It was last night. It was Arizona versus
OU.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm like, they're both one's 12, one's like 14. I'm like, all right, let me go on Google real quick because it has to be something. I see like the quarterback was like
Dylan Gabriel was out.
Yeah, Gabriel, he's transferring. I'm just like, all right, so now they got like a freshman kid that it's pretty much like all like younger kids that's supposed to be the next guy up, and it's just like, you know, it can go either way.
It could.
And I took Oklahoma. I took Oklahoma.
You took a money line?
No, just to win.
Some money.
Yeah. What is it? Plus, it was like plus whatever it was on Hard Rock, and then cooked. The kid threw like 2 picks. Like
I didn't watch the game though. He played bad. Yeah, I heard he's supposed to be that dude.
Yeah, he young, pretty much just like a young quarterback. Young, but just made bad decisions.
Talented, but just made mistakes.
Yeah, he's trying to zip it into windows. Like pretty much, he has like so much arm talent, and he's just like over trusting it. Like he looked like he reminded me of Josh Allen, just like trying to fit balls into like places like you shouldn't have just.
That's a reps thing.
Yeah, so. Arizona quarterback looks
Jaden
good.
was at OU before, Jaden Davis. He was saying, so he played with Caleb, Spencer, and Jackson Arnold. Damn. And so this was unprovoked. I didn't even ask him about Jackson Arnold. He said, dude, Jackson Arnold's going to win a Heisman.
Yeah.
He goes, in terms of like comparing them to the other two, he's like right on that level. Like, and those are dudes.
Dude, how do they get these quarterbacks?
I don't know.
That's like
before it was Lincoln.
Okay.
And then Arnold, I guess Venables is just recruiting well, or he might be from the area. He might be from the Midwest.
Okay. Yeah. Now he has, he looked really good. It's just he made those like young mistakes like twice, and it cost him the game, honestly.
And recently they have been kind of quarterback you.
Yeah. Now they have, Baker, Kyler. Jalen Hurts was there.
Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna claim Caleb and.
Caleb. He came in and essentially got Spencer Rattler sent out of there. He came in and got the job midway through that game.
Before Texas, that, Bradford too.
Yeah, they got some guys. They've been quarterback over the last couple of years. So.
Yeah, they can make that.
Need still some of that juju, man.
Yeah, dude. January 1st is gonna be crazy.
That's bowl game, right?
Final playoffs, dude.
I think Bama's gonna win it all.
Really?
I think so.
Bro, I think Washington.
I think Washington's gonna beat Texas, and I just
So you have UW Bama championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Michigan's not ready.
What a story if Bama wins. You can't say Florida State can't say shit at that point.
Bama
because you don't like Florida State. That's why.
No, I don't like.
You're biased, dog.
A little bit. I try not to be though when it comes to like the betting, but I did bet on Georgia to like outright just dominate them.
Yeah.
That's not hating.
Keon
That's
Coleman
just facts.
and all those dudes are out.
That's
too,
just the facts. Like, that's gonna happen.
Even at full strength, they got blown out.
But yeah, I would say Florida State's one of those schools where I don't think there's anything in life that will make me like them. You know, and it really started from recruiting.
Really, what happened?
Man, I'll never forget it. It was I don't know if you remember. It was back when they played. I went to the visit. It was Notre Dame versus Florida State. And it was like one of those big games, like I think early or midway through the season, whatever. I don't remember the exact date, but it was a home game for Florida State, and I live in Palm Beach, so they're like, "Hey, you want to come to the visit?" And I'm committed to Miami at the time, but I'm like, I think it was like sophomore year high school, so I'm like, I'll go to the visit, keep options, just see, you never know. Florida State, always had like the respect for them. Like they've always had like good players. I used to like Jameis Winston, Jalen Ramsey. So like I liked them, but
And that's when they were balling too.
they were balling, right? So I'm like, all right, let me at the time my parents, this ain't NIL, this ain't none of that. So there's no like, we gonna get a plane ticket and fly to Tallahassee. So we drive like 8.5 hours from Palm Beach all the way up there. It took us like 8 hours. Get up there. One of my cousins, she like went to like FAMU. So we like went to like her spot, change and stuff, went to the game, and like we go to the sidelines, and like, all the coaches are like coming up to players and like, yo, like, hey, da-da-da, like player personnel. I see other players going into like the locker room, and bro, I'm literally standing out there, and a coach didn't say a single word to me the entire time. Like halftime came, nothing. Like we're just pretty much sitting and we're pretty much went to the game like as like fans. Yeah. Like we're just in the stands, just like chilling like in a recruit area, but no one said a word. And like I remember the whole drive back. My parents had to drive all the way back the same night.
Right.
So they're like, we didn't get back, bro, till like 6 o'clock the next day. And like I remember thinking, I was like, man, fuck them. Like, all right, I'll never go back. Like when I do go back, like when I play them, because I'm committed to Miami, I'm like, when I play them, like it's gonna be on. Like, and I'll never like. And then I think that just started the hate for Florida State.
And did you go off against them? Was that like
not like crazy? Like I remember 2017, like 2016 freshman year, like I think I had like 50, 60 yards. But as a freshman, like I had like one big, like a couple like big catches, and then I had like one big long run along the sidelines. Whatever, didn't score. Then the next year we played at Florida State, and then like I had like 3 or 4 like third down plays. It was like 3rd and 20, cover 2 hole shot. I'm on the sideline, bomb, like next play, crack back him. So I made some plays. I won't say like dominated. Like they always play like good. They always had like good players overall. Good defense, I'll say anything. But I did my fair share.
It added that personal element.
Yeah, but it was like more personal. Like it was like even to this day, it's like even if I call my dad right now, I'm like, yo, Dad, why we hate Florida State? Because we drove all the way up there and they literally didn't give
disrespectful for sure.
Yeah, it was like wild. It was like petty. Like,
so not a single even recruiting personnel.
No one, a single person said a word. Like I came.
How'd you even get into the game? Like no.
Pretty much the only person I spoke to was like, you first like come in and give you like your little garnet little thing or whatever.
Was it like those recruiting girls or whatever?
That was it. Yeah. That was it. It was like a little recruiting personnel. You get your little thing, and I'm walking.
They're like still students
watching a little warm ups, and we're standing there, and that like I took like my mom took a picture. I still got it. She took a picture of me like there, and like even in my face, like I'm just like
pissed.
Oh, fuck this shit. Like the only reason we didn't leave was because we drove 8 hours, so it's just like
you're already there.
Just watch the game, enjoy it, whatever. But the way back, like we're just like, all right.
And you would think it'd be the opposite. They would try harder because you're committed to the rival. Like you're not an uncommitted guy. Yeah. Like if I'm trying to flip someone, then I need to put extra effort. So it's just.
I personally think they didn't think I would be like
that. You would flip
that guy. Not even that. I just personally think they figured like whatever, like because I think they had me like ranked like number like 26 receiver
on their board,
and I was like a sophomore. Like I just think they didn't even give it. Like they didn't care. They're like whatever. If he may not even be anything. Yeah. He plays at Wellington High School. Who cares? Yeah. All right.
Damn, that's the villain origin story, dude. I love
thinking,
that.
This is all like this might have been all the stuff that just made me like the player. Honestly, like little stories, like little stuff that happened, like the disrespect, playing at like a smaller, like non-football school, and all that stuff. Just like it just made me like want to show you. Like I knew freshman year I get an opportunity, I'm gonna do my thing. It just the world gonna take a little second to figure it out, but I've been doing this since I was a young kid, so it's no surprise to me. It's just to get you to be like, hey. He's actually, hey, look, who's this guy over here? Kind of thing. So,
no, that's really cool. I feel like all the best players have that chip. Yeah, like it reminds me of like the Jordan Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah,
like Brady. Like you go through everyone. Like there's, there's like a level of disrespect. Yeah, and you're like, bro, screw this. Like all I wanted is to be treated the way I view myself, and it's just,
it's always like that because when I think back, like. Now I'm like really like reflecting on a career. Like, I remember coming in, and part of the reason is like proving yourself is like when I think about it, like Deontay Mullins, like you said, Deontay Mullins, Sam Bruce. There was another kid at he won American Heritage, man. Oh, I can't think of his
receiver.
Name. Yeah, receiver Snelson.
Yeah,
they had like he was supposed to like go to U or whatever. Like, so
I think he went to Ohio State or something.
He went to some other school. All of them, like locally, was like. The guys that are like over me. And like I remember me and my dad would talk about it where like none of this matters because when you get to college, everything resets. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Because when I get there, I'm going to show everybody who really, like, that is what is going to be real when you get to college. What do you do when you get to college? Yeah. High school is whatever. We're all dominating, doing our thing. Yeah. But it's like, what you going to do to take the next step? Yeah. And like, I remember getting in Miami and like, I'm coming to all these guys and I'm like, what can I do to like make myself like different? Because everyone's good. Everyone can catch. Everyone can run routes. Like Bruce, great routes.
Dude,
like,
insane.
Like look insane out there. Like I'm talking like he's cutting like at angles that I literally don't think is normal for a human body to even bend or need to look that way. Yeah. It looked crazy. But I'm like, what can I do? And I remember like being a smart player could always gonna get you on the field. And like I remember just studying the playbook, like get to my room and stuff. And I remember Mark Rick walked up on me and I was in the training room because I had turf toe. So like really I'm not even practicing. Toes jacked up, can't run, and it's like 6 a.m. Mark Rick just walk up on me. I'm laying down. I'm like half asleep. I'm literally like Benny. He got like the little red dot laser on my toe. He literally just heating it up. I'm literally up. I'm just like Rick walk up and he's just like, "How you doing? How you feeling, man?" I'm like, "I'm all right. Like toe still hurts, but I'm all right." And he's like, "What do you got on like Z Cross? What do you got?" And he asked me like 20, 30 plays. I promise you, in a row, like assignment, depth on the route. If it's this coverage, what does it convert to? I'm like, and I'm answering I did not get one wrong. And then from that moment, he put me with the ones. Whoa. And then it was finito since then. It was cooked. As soon as I got with the ones, it was literally over with.
Dude, so right there, he was testing.
I promise you that moment, if I would have like been like the typical, like, I guess, freshman and just
especially
like
6 a.m., you're not even
it was
really
6 a.m.
awake,
I'll never get it because like I was literally like half asleep on the table. And he just boom, boom, boom.
He could trust you.
Exactly. That's what I didn't like. Coach is not gonna tell you like the real of what gives you fail, but I figured it out because I'm like, all right, well, shit. If everyone out here running the same route, 5-yard hitch, catching and getting upfield, like, what's gonna separate me from them? Like besides like the eye test, I'm like, shit. If I know my assignment, right, and then I just knew all my plays, literally wasn't messing up. And then they put me with the ones, bro. And I told you, once I got with the ones, like that, it was over with.
You weren't letting that slip.
I promise you, it was from that moment, it was just like mastering and getting comfortable with Brad and stuff. Because Brad would tell you, like, I was always like fast, like, good hands, all that stuff. It was just more so like, what else can you do? Like, can I trust you out there to run the right route? Because if I got a hitch route and I run a go or vice versa, I've miscommunication. Brad throws a pick six.
Yeah, that
looks crazy, right? Yeah. So it all that matters, and I figured that part out. And once I got that part, I was just like, all right, let's roll.
Wow,
let's get this thing going.
Dude, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Wow. So you like Coach Rick?
Yeah, I like Coach Rick, man. He was a good coach, good person, and like on the like recruiting wise, like coming into the house, he got hired there. Like I think end of December going into like spring, he was like the coach. So I was able to see like a little bit of spring or whatever. But I remember just like believing in, like I knew he did at Georgia. He was recruiting me at Georgia as well. But I knew like Georgia always had like a stable program. Yeah. I always knew like they're going to win enough games. Like they might not be win a national championship, but like they do the right things all the time. AJ Green, they put out there. So I'm like, I like what the vibes he brings. And to me, it's like, I just need enough of that so I can do what I do. Because I know once I get the ball, I can control all that type of stuff. But I just need the coach that's going to be there, good energy, good person, and I can do it all the other. Play calling, all that stuff, we can figure that out. That's all different. But are you a good dude? And he was, so he came in and, I said only other thing that I didn't agree with that they did was when they lied about my number. I swear to God, they lied about my number.
Oh, they're going to give you a different number?
Oh, my God, bro. It's literally that's the only negative thing
They promised you one?
No, it was supposed to be 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I was supposed to get number 4. I got a shirt printed out with number 4 on it.
No.
In high school. Because they're like, it's locked away for you. They're like, what number you want? I'm like, I want number 4. And then Mullins, it was supposed to be 4, 5, 6. Mullins was going to get 5.
Okay. And then, which he didn't get either.
Yeah, he didn't get either.
He got like 80 something.
Sam Bruce was number 6. He was like quick 6. That was his thing.
That was his thing.
So it was gonna be 4, 5, 6, like the dice.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Bro, we literally get there, bro, and I remember hearing Bruce like in the locker room.
He's pissed.
He was in there, man, they tripping, bro. They tripping. And I watched my locker and I'm looking around, at the top, and I'm like, damn, like, like maybe like offense defense got the same number. I'm like, maybe I'm like Mark Walton. I see like, 1. All right, I'm looking and I continue going on. I see Jaquan Johnson. I'm like, okay. Then we get to like 80, bro. And I'm like, I seen 81. I see 80. It's a Dayall Harris. 81, Daryl Langham. 82, Ahmmon Richards. I swear, like, I was like, bro, there's no way I'm about to be wearing this huge number out here, bro. And then
it's not that bad as a receiver though.
But
when you are promised a single digit, I can see it.
And then in college, it's like in the NFL, it's like whatever. Right. But in college, it's like everyone wants like the single digit. Like usually the best players on the team, they get like the smaller numbers, whatever the case may be. But that was one of the moments I was like, bro, come on, like you pulled the whole like hat trick on me, you got me. Then they pulled the whole like you got to earn it thing, and then freshman year happened, freshman All-American, all that stuff. So I earned it. And I could have switched the next year, but at that point, everyone knew me because they're like, who the hell is this number 82
You had
kid?
solidified already.
Yeah, 80, number 82, like balling. Like everyone knew that number versus like the kid that was like good or whatever. So I was just like.
Isn't there a legend that wore 82?
Yeah, Shockey. I think Jeremy Shockey wore it.
What did Irving wear? 87?
He had 47. 47.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had like an odd, weird number.
That is weird.
Yeah, I think.
There's got to be some story to that.
36 was I can't think. It was coach at Louisville. I can't think.
Where did Andre Johnson wear?
5.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah,
trust me, I know all these guys. I used to watch the games. Crazy. Yeah, he had 5. So
Andre Santana.
I think he was 3 or 83. One or 2.
I'll look it up.
Santana Moss or 6. He was 6.
Oh, they gave him a single.
6.
He was a good route runner, dude. Yeah, man. Thanks. So they got you, man.
They got me bad. Like, there's nothing worse than your family like making shirts with your number, and then you get there.
No, they already made the jerseys.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it was like they told me it was locked away, sealed away.
Yeah, he was 6, you're right.
Yeah, 6, yeah. I think he has a brother too. Bro. I think his brother might have been like 3 or something.
You know, it sucks, but at least, like, I feel like a lot of coaches nowadays, like, there's a lot of lying in terms of, especially with the portal and NIL. Like, I've heard dudes coming in promised hundreds of thousands, and they get like maybe 50K, which 50K is a lot for anybody, but it's like it's not what 300K.
Yeah.
And so like that's a bad lie, the money thing, because then there's opportunity costs. You could have gone somewhere else and changed your life with that money. And then that's one thing, but the playing time's another thing. Hey, like you're gonna start, you're our guy, you bring in a dude, boom. So it's like, dude, there's so much snake behavior in college football. Like dude, I don't even know if there's one college football coach that's like, hey, I can 100%, maybe Dabo Swinney. Like, I don't know, dude.
I mean,
it's just such a dirty business. Yeah, no, I guess you could say that about any business, but it's just
this is like, it's different because like in this business, you're dealing with like 17, 18-year-old kids. Right. So it's like, you're like literally like.
It's even worse.
Like you're like, it's so crazy how much power a coach has or a university has over the direction of a young kid's like life. Yeah. Like I've seen dudes get kicked off the team and like quite literally like right now, like not working, no job, like pretty much life ruined over like showing up late to like a meeting. Like it's like insane.
Because they don't like you.
Yeah.
Or because they want to just,
you're not the recruit.
Yeah.
So it's like they want you out of here and they don't understand like, yeah, you're forcing this kid out of here. Now he's going to end up going JUCO, which at the time was JUCO. Now you could just transfer, but now it was before you go to JUCO. And if you make it out of JUCO, because some people can't survive those living conditions.
That's what I did, dude. I went JUCO.
So not everyone can make it out of a JUCO, right? But some dudes do. And some kids, like, after it's like, if you don't make a JUCO, what do you do after that? Nothing. You go back home, do nothing with your life, essentially, and pretty much just post old videos of when you played. Like, that shit's, that's what I see. Like,
and you weren't really putting that much into your education because you put everything in football. Yeah. Which I guess, which isn't a good decision, but still, that's.
Yeah, no, that's.
Which is why I'm a proponent of like all these new transfer rules and stuff. Like, dude, more freedom for the players, because if a coach can screw you, then I need the ability to do what I need to do too.
If a coach can leave, like,
that's true.
Get coach can leave at any point. Literally get a damn near a bonus for being terrible.
Oh yeah.
Don't got to sit out a year or not coach for a year or nothing. Why can't a player? So I'm good. I'm happy with that side of things where transfer portal, allowed dudes to just, I just saw they making a new rule where you can play like immediately if you're whatever.
On a second transfer. That's a new one.
Yeah. So I'm happy with that.
I'm going to take a quick second to tell you about PrizePicks, the ultimate destination for daily fantasy sports. PrizePicks has made this football season the most thrilling one yet. Forget battling it out with the pros and sharks. With PrizePicks, You're just up against the numbers. I've personally had a blast playing Prize Picks, and it's so simple. In less than 60 seconds, I can make my picks and submit my entry, and it's truly a game changer. You get to select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and just like that, you're in the game. Speaking from my own experience, I've debated countless times with the boys how the Pac-12 isn't overrated. Now I can put my money where my mouth is and turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. It's incredibly exciting to test your skills on Prize Picks and see how far you can go. And if that's not enough, Prize Picks offers quick withdrawals and an enormous selection of players and stat types. So here's the deal. Go to prizepicks.com/momentum and use code momentum for a first deposit match up to $100. Yep, that's right. Up to $100 for just joining the action on Prize Picks. Enjoy the episode. Like at SC, same thing. Yeah. Coach Lincoln comes in. I mean, it's not only Coach Lincoln, it's Dion, it's almost everyone nowadays. You come in, you want your own guys.
Right.
So the roster turnover is like damn near 60%, sometimes higher.
Right. No, that's and that's the thing. Like transferring back when we were there was like, bro, that shit was like you literally had to have your stuff on point, or you gonna have to go sit out somewhere or get some type of waiver,
right?
Or you,
it was a lot of hoops.
It was a whole lot of things. And like, I mean, I was never gonna transfer anyway, but like thinking back now, it's like way easier. It's almost like,
isn't it crazy how much it's changed?
Yeah, it's.
Like
I never would have thought this was. If you'd asked me back then, this is what it is now. I'm like, what do you mean kids gonna be making hundreds of thousands in NIL? Like, yeah, in quarterback.
Bro, Caleb pulls up to practice in a Porsche.
Bro, like, it's like bro, I would like, where's the compliance office? Because he has to be in there at any moment. There's no way, bro.
It's all legal.
Now it's like, yeah, this before, man, you get anything for free. It's like, I remember one company, they sent me a message. I got a screenshot on my phone to this day. I'll show it to you after. Bro, they were like, yo, there's a real estate company. They're like, hey, we want to do a commercial. We're willing to offer you up to $100,000.
Whoa.
I didn't even accept the message.
Whoa.
Because I'm like, bro, I don't want no parts of this, because if like
they didn't know the rules, obviously.
Yeah, like if this gets back somehow,
that you responded,
I'm like, I don't even want
100.
I don't want to, like, I don't want my eligibility gone, because I'm like, bro, I'm trying to go to the league. I need to play every game I can, all that stuff. But $100,000, damn, literally, bro, and it hurts me to this day. It's like, come on, bro.
It hurts me listening to it, bro. Because you would have had that and more, probably 5X.
Yeah, that's just one
playing company. Now, dude.
I know, bro. Timing, bro. My timing is like bad.
Millions, bro. If you had that freshman year right now,
come on,
insane.
It'd be like other schools offering, like it is now. Like all your freshmen
would have offered for sure over $1 million.
Yeah. Hey, come here, being a receiver. Like you got the Texases, Alabamas, or the school.
A&M probably is the most.
A&M trying to. What do you got crazy? But
just throwing stupid.
Life is life, though. That's
5-year difference, dude. And what it makes me think too, like, what's the next 5 years?
I think.
What's the next iteration of? Man, I never saw that coming.
Salary cap.
It'll be something that we don't even consider.
Maybe they pull like the NFL. Like maybe there's like 2 divisions.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, but maybe they should.
Revenue share, probably, with the university.
Because, like, I mean, what stops like NIL from having a cap? Like, there is no cap right now. It's really just what are you willing to pay?
Well, so NIL technically isn't supposed to be from the universities.
Yeah, right.
So then you can't. Right. Yeah. I mean, but a big portion are brands, and I don't think you can like legally cap what you make outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the thing is that,
like, how are you gonna go tell Nike like, hey, you can only pay him $100,000?
That's true. Yeah. Damn.
It has nothing to do with the university. It has nothing to do with NCAA.
That's a good point. Yeah. I didn't think about.
You know what the other crazy thing too that people don't really consider is, and Brad actually brought up this point like long time ago, like before any of this was going on, was so with teams with like big donor bases, because you know how you can only have 85 scholarship players. So what's stopping a team from having 110 scholarship players, but the rest of those dudes are just paid under the table?
Oh, fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
so you just have,
I didn't think of that.
You just have way more depth.
Way more depth. You got literally a team of 100 guys.
All dudes, all 4 or 5 stars.
You know what's so crazy? The first team that might try something like that would be like Texas.
No, they're already doing that. Right, okay. I have a friend at Vanderbilt who Texas Tech offered him that. They're like, hey, we don't have a scholarship for you.
Yeah.
This is a dude who played a lot of football, who's has scholarship offers from a lot of places.
Right.
So he's like, we want you. We just numbers wise, it's not going to work out, but we'll give you not only enough for the education, but some over, like a good amount over. So it's already happening, dude.
Oh my God. Like, see, that's the thing, that when there's change in like something, like really any business, like, or economy, there's always an opportunity to like exploit it. If someone's going to do it, and it's going to be like egregious to the point where they're going to have to come with some kind of rule. But I'm going, hey.
Well, here's the crazy part, because I mean, I've always been a huge proponent of more players' rights and paying and all of that. But even then, I still thought, hey, rich are going to get richer, and there's going to be less parity. The Alabamas, the Georgias are going to just be even better, and it's just going to have to be a necessary evil in order for players to have more rights. Yeah. But it's been the complete opposite, which I still don't have an explanation for. It's been the most wide open season, and there's been the most paying. Yeah. It's insane. Oh, I guess part of it too is because you'll get these rogue donors who are just billionaire guys at different universities, places you wouldn't think with the resources, like Oregon. You got Phil Knight.
Yep. That's right.
He wants to win a national championship. It's just, what's the price? Right?
We need like 20 million NIL to grab who we want. All right, let's run it. Let's do it, because it's like an investment. You spend 20 million, and next thing you know, you're national champ. I mean, that does.
All it takes is one person now.
Yeah, I'm happy for it, because now I feel like it's spread out a little bit more. You know, like now,
which is good for
Alabama.
The sport.
They can't do what they always do anyway and grab every player every year. Recruiting class, it's like now it's like guys gonna think twice about staying home, because you know Vanderbilt might got a donor. Well, I know they got the academics and stuff. Obviously, they're academically you got to get up in there anyway. But football wise, like they might have some
Stanford. What if one billionaire donor? They've got a ton. One of them likes football.
Exactly. Boom. That's all it takes. And the next thing you know, he you know, and they say NIL, which I didn't know was like a tax write off or a business write off now.
Oh, is it?
Bro, that's what I'm hearing. Whoa. Now someone can confirm, but they're like, you can like run it through your business. You know, that's what a lot of them doing.
Some loopholes with that.
Bro, I'm like, wait, so you got a tax bill of like 10 million. You might say, hey, let me give it to the university, because I'm gonna be whatever alumni booster or whatever. Exactly. You get all the
if you're already like retired, you're like 70-something years old. Like,
someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's like what I was told. Through like,
because it's a donation maybe to the university.
Yeah.
And perhaps that's a tax write-off.
So, yeah. Dang. So it's not even like your hard, like liquid. I mean, people still like donate. I do know that for a fact. Some still use their hard-earned cash, like to like, you know, certain events or whatever case may be. But for the most part, it's like you can run it through your like LLC or whatever.
Right. Damn, bro.
It's not bad.
It's super smart.
That's like it's like a cheat code. It's like a little cheat code.
It is. I mean, it's really the league, dude. If you're looking at it, like, if you're just going straight viewership numbers, like, what's the difference? You know, like just go straight raw domestic United States viewership numbers. It goes NFL, college football, NBA, and then I want to say MLB or above hockey, and then maybe college basketball.
Yeah, college basketball. It's not what it used to be, but it's just terrible now. Yeah,
but look at the Christmas Day numbers. Like there was arguments on Twitter like, oh, NBA is better than the NFL. It was like, dude, it was 25 million viewers for who was playing on Christmas Day? Dolphins. No, that was Christmas Eve.
Or Dolphins Cowboys played not on Christmas Day,
but either way, it was like 1.3 mil for like the Heat game on Christmas Day, and like the NFL game got like 23, 24 mil. It's a monster, dude.
It's like
football is a monster.
Football is it's an American sport, man. It is what it is. End of the day, like basketball is cool, but I think NFL at the end of the day is going. It runs. It does what it does. Until I feel like basketball playoff time is when the numbers like get up there. That's the only time people like really tune in to like watch basketball.
Yeah, but even look at some finals games versus regular season NFL games, and it's still, dude, which is insane.
I think.
And football's picking up overseas, which is like I wouldn't even consider.
They're looking to expand, and
dude, my good friend OJ, who I played with at both Vanderbilt and USC, he's playing in the European Football League.
Okay,
and he's telling me that some of these games in Germany, like they're getting more views, more people in the stands than like CFL games.
Right,
like Germany loves football. He played in Prague, which is kind of interesting.
My bad.
No, you're good.
What are the Hunks texting me, bro?
I thought college hunks, I meant like college students are moving stuff.
Yeah, nah.
Do people, is that a common thing?
Yeah,
People,
they're like,
okay.
all right, they're like, especially, so the biggest one is like when you show up and like we have like our older crew. Like,
Yeah,
you
like,
guys
you're
are
not
the
college?
Hunks. Like, you're like, come on, like,
The women are just expecting like young dudes.
yeah. Sometimes they ask, like, you'll be surprised. They'll be like, hey, like, I'm gonna get some Hunks out here, and I'm just like looking at this lady, and her husband's just like,
She's
at
like
her.
dead serious.
Yeah, and the husband's like looking like, are you? I relax, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like there, and I'm like, I'll get some guys out here. You know, we got some college students, whatever the case may be, and
Right.
you know, it's all like fun.
Yeah. That's funny, bro.
Cool, though.
How's that been recently? It's fun building up.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's tough.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you built it ground up.
yeah,
Yeah.
I hate it though. Like, I hate it sometimes because I can't control it. Like, I'm big on like I can control like my actions. And, like, I know I'm going to do a job. Like, if I were to do it, I would do it the right way every single time. But then it's like different because like when you own a company and you like hiring
Your employees.
you can like control their actions to a certain extent. Like, I can't like not make a guy drop something because
Right.
it was too heavy for him and he dropped it. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like that part of it is like you're like liable because everything falls back on you as like the owner. And
Yeah.
so it's just like that part is like frustrating. It's like, but it's like coaching. You got to just continue just recruiting like the
This is
best
like
players
coaching.
and the best players play like in this industry. You know?
You gotta be like Rick. You gotta
Yeah.
test these guys. Bro.
Yeah, you
Who can you trust?
Yeah, so you know it's good. It's a good grind, man. I mean, every business is tough. Nothing's like just flat out easy. So, you know, we just grind, man, and just keep building. That's it.
Yeah.
Wrenches gonna get thrown into the day, but it's just how can you
It's fun.
get through it.
It's fun, I think, building a team though. I think that's the coolest part of anything. Because you built a few other businesses, right? Like your agency too. Like
Yeah, we got into agency for sure.
because I kind of felt a little bit of that with the podcast, but more so with like the nonprofit I run.
Okay.
And like that's the coolest part of just having the idea in your head, building a team of people who have that same vision, and then
Right.
like just going out and doing it. Like,
And that's the
it's-
hardest part to find though, is to find
is
like
the
an actual
hardest
team
part, yeah.
that like is like, because what happened to me is like, if you start doing something great, and let's say you start with someone, like the biggest thing or worst thing that can happen is if that other person start looking at you as like the person that's getting all the success and not them. And like I've seen that like agency world, we're there, like it just like you start trying to build with people and it's like they look and they're like, oh, you're gonna get more out of this than me in the end. So like they'll purposely start like doing things to like ruin it. You know, all of a sudden like contracts aren't getting signed and deals aren't getting done. Marketing deals are just, you know, taking weeks. It's like, why is that happening all of a sudden? You know?
So you're saying in terms of agents thinking they should get more credit?
Yeah, or agents, or let's say like, all right, put it like this. Let's say me and you started a Wawa.
Okay.
And like, let's say like,
Well, it was fire.
let's say you spent $1 million to get the operations running and all that stuff. So you're going to naturally have
More
majority
equity.
ownership, right?
Yeah,
Duh,
yeah.
that's just common. That's like business 101. Yeah. Why would I feel entitled to be on equal sides of you?
Okay,
That's where it gets
I got
like,
you.
that's where it gets like,
So you got to set those terms in like
exactly
way
in
in
the beginning.
advance.
Kind of like where you see what the what's the
podcast.
the podcast
Exactly,
world going
with
on, like with
Brandon
Ryan
and-
Clark
yeah.
and all them. Like, why? Because in the beginning, the ownership, like,
Yeah.
people don't see the long term goal sometimes, and then when it starts like happening, they start backtracking. And it's like, oh, wait, I want in on this.
want
Like,
in on
you're,
it.
it's like, nah, bro, you got to be in from the start, you know. So
Yeah, apparently Brandon was putting a ton of money. They both have like good arguments on each side.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know who to really believe, to be honest.
honestly, I don't, because like it's like I don't really
I
know
can see
what.
both sides.
Exactly. I think that's an unfortunate. I feel like both sides might be actually right, and it's just an unfortunate situation where it's just not going to work because they all brought their own value financially, and you know, one
It was
maybe
a good
from viewership
show,
wise.
dude. Like COVID.
It was that thing, bro.
was
I'm
that
telling
thing,
you,
bro.
it was that
like Prime. What's it called? House of Athlete.
yeah, House of
no.
because they opened up
No, the gym's called House of Athlete.
House of
What's the
Athletes.
show?
Oh my god, it wouldn't like it hasn't been around for so long. I can't even think of it.
Something of athlete. Why am I blank, dude? This is gonna kill me. I gotta look this up.
It was that thing, man. I remember tuning into every show, and it was like the first time we seen like athletes. Like, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure
It was the biggest one for
it
sure.
was like for sure. Like at that time, it was like every
I Am
like
Athlete.
I Am Athlete. It was that thing because they had like the guests coming on and like
huge guests. And this was COVID when everyone's locked in, so there wasn't like as
nothing
much
to do,
production
bro.
going on.
And they had it set up perfect.
Yeah,
You know, but
dude, the pivot guys seem to be killing it though.
that's Clark and
Yeah. It's, Ryan Clark, Channing, Fred.
Ryan Clark's good on there.
I like Channing.
as you see,
dude. I
he's
think
on.
Channing's funny.
Yeah, Crowder, right?
Yeah.
He's funny as hell.
He's
Like,
funny, bro.
I feel like I feel like the podcast world is like perfectly for him because like he's like
perfect.
unapologetically like him. Like his responses is just like what you want to hear from like a former player because he's gonna give you exactly what it is.
Smart and unfiltered is the perfect combination.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they have huge guests too.
Yeah, no, that's a big part of it too. They get some guys, and it's always entertaining. Like they ask like really good questions. Like sometimes they ask a question, I'm like, damn, like I would not have thought of that question.
Yeah.
Coming from like whoever they're asking the question to. Like that's a good point.
Yeah. It's a good combination of serious and just like kind of the boys messing around.
Yep.
It's got a little bit of that like locker room feel.
Yeah, 100%. A little round table vibes.
Yeah, it's fun.
Kind of like what we doing right now, just kicking it.
Honestly,
Just
but that's the
chatting.
best part about football, though, isn't it? Like
I did something I didn't forgot we on air like 3 times
Right?
already. I'm like, wait, oh shit. Like, I'm like, let me not say certain things.
But is that probably the thing you miss the most? Because I haven't played this past year. Like I was in Tennessee and then got cut or whatever. But just it was probably the first year since I was 4 years old that I haven't been a part of an organized football team. And that's for sure the number one. Like I mean, I love competing on the field and all that, but being with the boys in the locker room, you hear everyone say it. It's the same thing, dude.
Yeah, no, it's
It's the best, dude.
nothing like
Like
it,
what's
bro.
better than
It's
like
nothing like it.
a hard workout or like a hard practice, and then you're just taking off like the tape on your
you
ankles, and
your
you're
ankles
just
and you and the
just
dude,
fucking
y'all
around
just
with the
chopping
guys,
it up
dude.
about whatever the hell
a
just
debate
happened.
comes up, you know.
Man, bro,
Could
you
I
guys
beat
saw me.
Ronda Rousey in a fight? And then now everyone's just getting in it. He's like, nah, you wouldn't. Like, dude, I'll kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Circle up, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Full on debates, man. Like that stuff I miss the most. It's like playing is one thing, like the competitive nature of it, but then just like the relationships and like just the stories you hear, bro. It's just like unmatched, bro. Like the stuff I've like stories I told, like I've heard, and just like it's just like whether it's like stuff that happens like on campus, like guys running around talking about girls and agents and this and that, bro. It's just like
It's just
hilarious.
the wildest environment because like this group of 100 dudes
from all over,
just going through really difficult things, and so that bond is really built in a different way that doesn't work in like a 9-to-5 cubicle.
Yeah, not at all. Bro. Not at all. Like
because it's the old Navy SEAL Army tactic of let's just put a bunch of people who don't know each other and put them through BUDS training or just really hard, rigorous things together, and like just psychologically as human beings, you build a connection with them.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with guys that if it wasn't for like football, like our personalities don't even like go together. Like I can't see how we would even be talking about anything. But then you get on a team and you guys go through workouts or mat drills, right?
Dude, mat drills.
And then next thing you know, like you're teamed up with some, the walk-on kid or whatever, and you're like, all of a sudden you get through it together. You guys communicating, and then next thing you know, you guys hanging out playing video games outside, and you become lifelong friends. Like damn, like I got one guy, his name Chad Allen. He was on the team. I got there freshman year. He was a walk-on, and like me and him, we friends to this day. And it was just like go through workouts together and a lot of stuff, and you just become friends with guys that you normally just wouldn't be around if it wasn't for that,
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Did you guys have anything? So I went to Syracuse my freshman year.
Okay.
And they did like a deliberate program to get our freshman class like really closely bonded. It was called the Crucible. And bro, so like most of us redshirted. If you guys played, but like I redshirted and whatever. And so basically like Friday mornings, 5 a.m., like they just think like because I've done mat drills, think mat drills kind of like on steroids. And so like every week's like a new set of like you don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. And like sometimes they'll pitch you and like make you fight each other around a circle.
Right.
And like they'll test you, they'll put like the freshman linebacker, they'll make you go like 4 times in a row just to see like how you react. It's all sort of like it's just it's those psychological games kind of thing. It was just the most difficult possible exercises. It's not meant to get you stronger. It's just meant to
mess with your mental.
Right. And so it was like, dude, it was the craziest thing. But I heard you guys did Didn't you guys do like some Navy SEAL stuff?
When I was there, we might have.
Or maybe it was Al Golden.
It might have been a Golden.
That's what Brad told me.
Yeah, it had to be Golden. Yeah. It had to be.
He said they were in the water doing stuff.
Yeah, it had Golden.
Oh, it wasn't
Rick,
you guys?
Rick just came through. Rick came through with them damn mat drills.
Those are hard, bro.
Like, I don't think people understand.
Those will make you a
genuinely how hard mat drills like is. Especially when you're a younger dude coming in and you don't know like anything about it. Bro, it's quite literally like it's gonna make or break you like right then and there. You're gonna learn about yourself more than anything.
And also, you don't want to let the team down because one little error, and now everyone's looking at you doing up downs because of you. When they're tired, an hour into the workout, that's the worst feeling on the planet.
So like the way they mixed it up, like they'll throw in like a freshman with like not the older group, but like group like right behind them, right? Where it's like they're on the team and it's like they might not be like Brad, right? But it's like Mark Walton, right? And you're in there and you know, like, bro, if I mess up one bit, we're restarting. However, and
they're looking
no
for
time.
any little thing.
There's no time on it. Like it literally goes. It's like it seems endless, and it's just like you step the wrong way, or you jump on the mat and it's your left foot first and not the right.
The smallest of details.
They're gonna let you do the drill, and then as soon as you run through, go back. Oh my god! And like I've seen dudes just like
didn't touch the line.
There's nothing worse than that, bro. And and that's what builds that build because it translates to the football field because you don't want to make a mistake and be the one to cost your team. So it's like it makes sense, but at the time I used to hate it. Like waking up like 4:30 in the morning. I remember 4:30. You get there like 5 and you kicking off for like an hour and a half doing it, bro. And it's just like, oh, it was worth thinking back, bro. It's
because
like,
you'll wake up and like you're half asleep and you know you're just going to hell.
Yes, like
you know the next 3 hours of your life are about to be amongst the worst.
It was the worst because freshman year we stay in the dorms like Mahoney, Pearson, and the walk to the facilities you have to walk around like the lake, and at that time it's so dark, like, and it's so sad. Like it's
depressing, bro.
It's the darkest and saddest thing ever because you're walking there, it's pitch dark, there's not a soul in sight. It's like literally like 4:30 in the morning, and you know you're walking into chaos because as soon as you get in the facilities, everything is alive and
screaming.
awake. Yeah. Oh, yelling, whistles and that, and it's just like, bro, like what? And it's like you make it through, and it's just like you learn about you make it through somehow, some way. You make it through. Yeah. You get through it. You're throwing up probably all over the place, but you get through it, and then you just like, man, like I can push my body to another limit, you know. So it's cool, but damn,
I think they just want to see how you react more than anything. Like at USC. About, was it last year, the year before, we got this new strength coach, and I'm competing for the job. And so, quarterback, you want to be a leader, obviously. And we always have like this set choreographed warm up, everybody all together in the weight room before every lift. Right. And one of the things, I want to say like you're doing Supermans, right? And, oh my God. I guess you have to you go from a crunch position and he blows the whistle and then you have to flip as fast as possible onto your stomach. And that's kind of like the thing. Just do it quick. And I didn't do it quick enough according to him. So blow the whistle. Mo, being lazy. You're holding the team back. Everyone start over. So I'm like, okay, fine. I feel like I didn't, but like whatever, I got to do it again. Right. And then for whatever reason that day he was picking on me. So boop again, Mo Hasan. So now it's 2 in a row. Right. And now everyone's looking at me. I'm like, dang, bro, like I never have any issues with this. Like I love lifting. Like, and then I think he did it a third time or something. And then I did it right. And then we go like 5 minutes into the lift and like he walks and I'm kind of like flustered. I didn't let it show, but I'm like, dude, like why are you picking on me, man? Like it's literally just a warm up. Yeah, like cool. And then strength coach Wiley, he walks up to me and like whispers in my ear as I'm like barbell rowing. Yeah. I'm like mid workout. Whispers, bro. He goes, hey, I just wanted to see how you'd react.
Oh my God.
I was like, dude, I was doing it right the whole time.
Bro, and that's the worst part is that like a lot of times.
He goes, you passed. I'm like, all right, man.
Bro, these strength coaches, they'll get it out. Like they'll like, you'll know, bro. Sometimes, bro, you didn't touch the line and you know 100% fact your foot hit that white line and you're like, there's no way. But to your point, it's just like a test, to see, the ref might, make the wrong call. They might call holding or offensive pass interference or something. It's like, what are you going to do? Yeah. React and get all like obnoxious at ref, or are you going to like take it on chin and just get
and
to
your
the next
teammates
play.
messing up too. Like you gotta just
same thing.
you know.
Yeah, no one's perfect. So it all correlates, but when you're in it, it's like
No,
the
when you're
worst
in it,
stuff ever. It's like, come on, bro.
Dang, Notre Dame blew them out.
Yeah, bro. I'm so happy I took Notre Dame. Part of me wanted to take the underdog, just like the. See, I think I had a thing for underdogs, bro. Now I'm like really thinking about myself
Because you see yourself.
part of
as
me
an
when I
underdog.
see it, I'm like I was like, Oregon State might just come out and like fight, but then like reality is just like they're not the better team. But yeah, I think I like the underdogs, man. Like matter of fact, I'm gonna read you off this ticket so you can.
Oh yeah, I want to see.
I'm an underdog fighter.
Who isn't though?
I guess America.
I feel like
the world
that's
does
the
like
most American
underdogs.
thing, right?
Yeah, that's true. We build we like Pat Mahomes was the guy we used to like coming up. Making all the throws, and then he was going against Brady. Then he got over the edge, got to the Super Bowl, and now it's like reversed, where it's like you want to see Kansas City like lose. So it's like, who's the next underdog? Oh, Tua and the Dolphins. Like you had concussions last year and all that, and I was like, I'm pulling for them. And then it's like Lamar Jackson and Ravens. Like, can Lamar get a Super Bowl? He just got pretty much cheated out of God knows how much money last offseason because. No team wanted to sign him.
That was weird, bro.
Which was complete BS.
How weird was that?
Come on, man. That's NFL. That has
Is that collusion, you think?
Collusion if I've ever seen in my life.
But why though?
Because
if I'm a team, but why wouldn't I just pick him up?
Because you gotta pay him pretty much enough where he resets that quarterback market, and then the next quarterback market.
You don't think teams are thinking based off of this year's performance he's worth that contract? I think so.
Now, but before,
so they were proven wrong. They didn't think.
Yeah,
he
essentially,
was be worth it.
they put all the eggs in one basket on him not leading or willing the
another
Ravens
MVP
to
type
another
season
type season
and another winning.
Because the chance of that, I mean, let's be real. What are the chances of him running that MVP like season back again? Which, in fact, he's really doing again this year is just not as glorified as it once was because we're kind of used to
numbers
seeing
aren't
him.
as good, but he's for sure in that conversation. I mean, it's before Brock's terrible game. It was Brock, C-Mac, and Lamar.
Yeah,
and right now it's C-Mac and Lamar.
I think Lamar is gonna. I love the Dolphins. Obviously, Dolphins.
Oh, and Tyreek. I forgot about Tyreek, but he was out 2 weeks, so it's tough.
Exactly. So that's why I think he's gonna end up winning it. I think they're gonna beat the Dolphins. No, Lamar. I think I think they're gonna beat the Dolphins. Which I'm gonna hate, by the way, every moment of it because I'm a Dolphins fan. But just being real, I think they're gonna beat them.
I think they're a better team.
Yeah, they're gonna grind and pound. They're gonna get the job done.
I said it like 2 months ago. They're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Plus the Super Bowl got the purple colors in it, bro. I don't know if you ever heard about that conspiracy.
Is
they
that
say
like
that like the team, like the Super Bowl, like
the color wins?
Logo be having like the team that wins like colors in it.
Was last year?
And I
red?
seen purple in it this year, and I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm like, wait, they might be onto something because Ravens look really good.
They look really good. Was last year red for the Chiefs?
I think so.
And who was it before that? Tampa?
I think it was Tampa. I think it was
red again.
I'm gonna look it up.
Dang, bro, we might be onto something here. It's NFL scripted.
It might. And listen, honestly, wait. Well, you were there, so
love
like,
a good little
I personally don't think
theory.
it's scripted. I think it's like, I think certain teams might have like a slight advantage, even though it's like minimal. But I do think there's certain calls that get thrown throughout the game. It's not blatant, but you as a quarterback know that second and 15 is a lot different than second and 8.
Oh yeah, dude, that shifts.
And I feel like there's a lot of things that be happening. Like you'll see a weird offensive holding on like a second, call like second and like 8, and next thing you know it's like third and 8, and everyone knows where like you're not gonna convert that. The chances are so slim. Next thing you know, you're punting.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Yeah, have you seen the percentages like of drives after a sack? It like shoots down.
Oh really?
Crazy percentage. Oh yeah. Dude, I just found these logos.
You see the logo?
Bro, okay, so I was wrong. It was Bengals before the Chiefs, but it was orange,
It was
bro.
orange?
Like, what?
The Eagles played
And it's both teams. So orange and yellow was in LA, Rams, Bengals. Then Philly Chiefs was green and red. And now it's red and purple, Niners, Ravens.
Come on, bro.
If it's Niners, Ravens, that's confirmed.
Come on, the
right?
rematch. Okay, put it like this.
It is a rematch.
What's better
dude.
than the rematch
And they're the
of
two best
that
teams.
Two best teams. They just played. One just.
Well, actually, yeah, the Ravens is starting, but Brock had 4 picks, so that's.
But
it's a kind of an
I
outlier.
can see a rematch, and I think Brock's gonna play a lot better if they do play in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I can see it. I mean, listen, that's what they say.
Dude, I can get behind it, dude. I'll get behind a good conspiracy.
Listen, some things are just like a little too weird, you know, and that's one of them where it's like, all right, hold on, what does this mean?
That's hilarious.
Why are the Ravens all of a sudden like legit look like a Super Bowl team? Before, I mean, early in the year we probably wouldn't have said this, but now it's like, man, they look like a complete team. The defense is lights out, offense coming together. Lamar's doing his thing. Why not?
Why not, right?
And then Waddle just got injured and stuff. Like he has a high ankle sprain. Never know what that might linger throughout the playoffs. Yeah. And it's just like that might be the one thing that holds the Dolphins back because they're like a system oriented.
Jalen got hurt.
Yeah.
Did you play with Jalen Phillips?
He got there after. No, he came right after. Yeah, he transferred right after.
He's been playing well too.
As a dog.
Yeah.
It's a dog. Dang. But yeah, it's a little sketchy. I believe in some of this like conspiracies, you know.
Just overall or like the
overall, stuff? I think a lot of stuff is true, but I feel like we created this word conspiracy just like kind of like
it's kind of a label. It stigmatizes.
Yeah, it's like I feel like it's like legit, but we gotta like get put in a category like, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist.
Here's
like,
the thing
like
about,
motherfucker, they might be aliens. Like, what the hell? Like,
right, bro. My view on it is, as soon as we confirmed that the government has lied to us in the past, and that's without a doubt. Like I could name a bunch of things that like this is a blatant lie. Then that calls into question everything. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna give you one better. When you really think about it, like, who on earth thought it was a good idea to say that Armstrong, whoever it was on the moon? Like when you really think about it, like it's like, bro, I really sat here and really thought these people were just dancing around on the moon, jumping around. Like, get out of here, bro. Like I feel like such an idiot, bro. There is no way on earth that they recorded a whole video like that at that time of these dudes just jumping around on the moon.
You think we faked it?
Yeah, hell yeah, 100%.
Bro, so we had an astronaut on. He's the one who signed this.
Oh, there was one on here?
Yeah,
I didn't see that. Actually, I gotta go. I gotta watch that
cool,
episode.
Man, it's cool. So it's this guy Garrett Reisman, and I asked him the question, right?
I know for a fact he answered that shit right.
He was kind of pissed at the question, but no, he has a cool perspective actually because he's been to space. I think he spent 98 days. So he worked in NASA for a long time, and now he's retired. But he's a consultant for SpaceX with Elon. But he's also a consultant for tons of like Hollywood TV shows that are trying to like simulate these things. So he sees both because the theory is that they filmed it in a movie set. So he's got kind of like these cool both perspectives. So I was like, hey. What do you think about this? We haven't been to space since, was it 71, 72?
Why not?
That's weird.
Bro.
That's weird.
Okay. Thank you.
It's weird.
Yeah. What the fuck? Like, why not? We have all the technology.
There's a bunch of other
now.
like little things, like there's a shadow argument, like wave flagging, whatever. But I was like, hey, I don't know. I'm just coming out of a position of just being curious. And his argument was that it would, with the technology that existed back then, late 60s, early 70s, it would be more difficult to fake it than it would be to actually make a manned mission to the moon.
So it would be harder to fake it now.
To fake it accurately. No, back then. With the technology that existed.
Yeah, so he's saying like pretty much a 10 hours so trash that it was high.
It's easier just to do it, according to him. Which,
yeah, but
I don't know. It sounds kind of weird.
When I was younger, I thought the Billie Jean video by Michael Jackson was real. Until I realized when I got older, I looked at it, it was all green screen. So like,
yeah, I guess he's saying maybe the physics of it.
I feel like the eye test now is just a lot different. Yeah, where like now, like looking back at certain like that shit don't look real to me. It's like I can see it because of what I'm seeing now. So
it for sure looks sketchy.
What, like, bro? Come on, dude.
It
like,
looks sketch, bro.
What dude is floating around on a 1970 something on Earth on you know, on the moon?
Yeah,
and it's clear as day. Like,
yeah,
come on, bro. There's a lot of stuff back then. Like, there's no video of. All of a sudden, we got a video of the moon. Yeah, I don't know. That's just one of the things. That's a fun one, bro. And then the ocean is a big one for me.
Ooh, what you got with the ocean,
bro? Come on.
There's aliens under the ocean.
Nah, I feel like
I can get behind that.
Listen. All right. Equivalent to the moon, how we haven't been there so long. Yeah. How you mean to tell me we live on this planet, right? And we made an effort to go to the moon, and we don't want to make no effort to explore the actual ocean.
We are exploring it. I think it's just so much space.
And listen, I feel like they're purposely like not
looking at a lot of
indulgent in certain like areas for whatever reason, and they're just doing like the basic like, yeah, they are exploring, they're going deep and whatever, but I feel like they're not actually like tackling and trying to cover the entirety of like planet.
You know what I've gotten into recently? Pyramids, dude.
That's another
I've
weird
gone
shit.
down a rabbit hole.
You heard about like the weight of them, or like how long it would have took like a human to like build it, and like,
dude, have you seen photos? I wish I could pull it up on TV. I'll pull it up on my laptop. Photos of how heavy those stones are, the individual ones, and how precise they're cut on modern trucks.
Yeah.
They weigh down the truck, like it breaks the truck.
That's what I'm saying. Like who did that? We had to have giants.
We don't know, bro.
There had to have been some type of like giant or
Something,
some shit.
yeah.
Like I feel like maybe like, cause we talk about cavemen and all that stuff. Yeah. Maybe humans were just naturally bigger because they were like naturally like lifting.
Even if they are
stuff.
bigger, like how much bigger, dude?
Maybe Bigfoot was a real person.
Bro, so
maybe Bigfoot wasn't just a hairy. Maybe he was just a hairy dude, bro. Like
there's this dude Graham Hancock. I'll send you his stuff. I've been going down these rabbit holes.
Nah, I love this type, man. Hey, this is entertaining. I like this type of
He went on like Joe Rogan, like all these like shows and stuff. And his argument is that there was a civilization close or more advanced than ours 12,800 years ago that got wiped out by this thing called the Younger Dryas impact. And so we know that there was a cataclysmic event at that time. And so now they're kind of putting the pieces together, and he's got evidence with like the Sphinx and like certain things with the pyramids that they were built way further back at that time before the Egyptians. So his argument is that the Egyptians pulled up and they already existed.
Oh, so the Egyptians didn't build this.
They added parts to it, but
they
like
didn't like start that.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Which makes sense.
Because who could, like, what technology would they have used back in the day to like
That's
the
thing.
And your point, like the pyramids are like legitimately like, bro, no human, like no normal human, I'll say, could have just like manually done all that stuff. Bro.
Yeah.
I don't like
with no cranes.
Come on, bro. Like unless they all got back problems now, like like
yeah.
So I'm on point with that. That actually would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Coming at this stuff with an open mind versus like, hey, this is like what mainstream it tells you. Like, I think that's the way to go. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying like,
you know what's crazy?
What?
No, I'm just thinking about certain things. Like, we've been around for like, when you really think about it, like 1,000 years ago is so long ago. Yeah. It's like, who knows what Earth was really like? Because there's no real like physical like video evidence of it, or maybe the video evidence, maybe something happened. Maybe, the Earth got hit with another asteroid or something. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. We can get hit right now,
and then everything we've done.
If the impact's bad enough, there'd be zero evidence.
Yeah, of us. Yeah, all this stuff we've done.
And then you fast forward another 3,000 years. Like, we could go back to the caveman days right now, and then another 2,500 years civilization comes up. There'd be like myths of us.
Yeah, like, oh, like this was, there was something called a television.
There'd be people debating whether we existed or not.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And that could have happened in the past. We just don't know.
I believe it, bro.
Right? Dude, how crazy is like, I believe it. What if it like more advanced than us? Like that blows my
like ahead. Like maybe there was already flying cars. How we know? Maybe there was flying cars. And
if you could build something like that, you never know.
If you can build pyramids, you can build a flying car.
And like, yeah, and the astronomical knowledge they had, like they all point perfectly due east and due west, and like just the precision with it.
I got another. I'm just thinking of something. Yeah. What if every time like an asteroid hit, government knows it's hitting, but they don't inform us, but they get prepared because the government can continue.
Are they going bunkers?
Life as humans.
You know what's weird, dude? You see all the billionaires building bunkers this past
Bro, listen, month? If someone get hit, I just want to know if there's like, anyone got space for me? like, hey, like, you got space for me, bro? Let me in, bro.
We're going to Mars.
Because I want to see the rebuild of this, because I know it's going to happen.
You got to have a few $1 billion, I think.
Yeah, I know.
You got to be part of the Illuminati.
Man, listen, I'll go catch a touchdown.
Right.
I'll run a route for you, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
We can go to like Dodger. We go to like the Ram Stadium or something, and you can throw a touchdown past me. You can say you caught one or
you got to sell college hunks for like $500 million.
Yeah, like it. I'm like, yo, like we can spin college hunks as the first movie company that ever exists or something. And
hey, we're moving to a different planet.
Yeah, bro. Shit, we be the first there.
Yeah. Dude, it's just weird the timing of it though.
It is weird.
Zuckerberg just built his too in Hawaii, like this massive compound underground.
And no one asked why. Like no one asked them like legitimately like they're gonna get interviewed or they're actually not. They're not gonna get interviewed. They're gonna go do like a press release and go put out some BS response. But it's like, why are
his publicist wrote it or something?
Come on, because the safety of COVID breakout happened, or it's gonna be some BS. But
that's the thing too that gets me. It's like the amount of information that we know is a fraction of like what's so in terms of like what they tell us. I had this CIA guy on the podcast, super interesting dude. He was a former spy, bro, in the CIA. He quit and now he does media. Bro, I wish you would have been there.
None of them guys. You know why? Because I'm literally gonna be like, yo, bro, like
just tell me.
I'm probably gonna die after this, but like, bro, like, come on, I just need to know, like, what's up, bro?
So his name's Andrew Bustamante, and I straight up, we have a clip up on like TikTok or something. And I was like, hey, like, what percentage of facts like do we know as civilians versus like what you got let in on with your clearances? And he's like, very small percentage. Like he watches the news, like the stuff that we're told, and he just laughs at it.
I know it. I mean, I knew the news was BS because like, bro, like. I'm in like broadcasting as well, and like
anything with advertisers is
like,
just whatever. Like I can't listen to anything with
like current events. Like that's all they're spewing, just like what someone is telling them type stuff.
Well, in terms of the narrative, even though.
Yeah, but what's real is like that's what we don't know, the truth.
Yeah,
and I already know that because it's like when you think about it from their perspective, what do they gain by telling us what's real? Probably nothing at all. Probably they get a bunch of complaints and like right now if they confirm, yeah. Matter of fact, there's aliens that exist. Matter of fact, there's like different species of them. Matter of fact, there's like a lot of them all over on different planets. Yeah. Then what? Then what happens? Like nothing. So I guess it's kind of like
it would just cause chaos.
Yeah, it is like damn, like I don't see what they gain.
Well, it's
out
also
of that,
a little sketch now that they are admitting it, which leads me to believe maybe that they're not real, and maybe it's something else. That was another theory.
So maybe it's like
that they're beings Godzilla that have always existed on this planet.
Yeah,
because that's what a few people are saying as well.
They talk about they exist
deep on the Reddit forums, dude. It gets gnarly out there.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What they say they live in the ocean.
But even like mainstream, like Tucker Carlson's pretty mainstream, and that was his theory. He's like, hey, I've talked to a few people. I can't confirm it yet, but I will when I can. And his theory, based off of these conversations, is that it's beings that have existed already on this planet. Like we don't own this planet. And we've
living amongst us type of stuff.
Exactly. Or they're experimenting on us. He said it's so dark that he's scared to like tell people he loves.
So there is a species of like,
according to him.
But do they look like us?
I have no idea, dude.
So maybe they're like the shapeshifters that are in these.
It could be like demonic. It could be something. I don't know, dude. But
I could believe that.
The way he put it, like
the fact to think that we're the only
scared me, dude.
Yeah, the way to think that we're the only like existing type of like living like organism or whatever is like insane to really think about because of how like big the universe is. When you really think about it, it's like they're like, who are we to like actual life?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Really nothing. Like we're just like we think wearing Nikes and shit is cool. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Bro, there's probably some species like teleporting and shit, and we're over here like thinking we.
Well, that's the ant farm theory. Like if us as humans we look down on the ant farm, they think that's the whole universe, and they just go around there. And then there's civilizations that look at us like ants in that same way. We're in an ant farm,
bro.
They're like, you guys think that's all there is.
How crazy and it's funny because we really do think like what we do and shit is like
because you got groceries, you've got errands, you got an argument with your girl, and it's like it's so easy to get bogged down in the day to day, right? Dude, fuck, blows my mind.
I'm about to go down a rabbit hole again. I'm like,
oh my god, we've been going for a minute, dog. But yeah,
you know what? Another one I'm thinking about is the Antarctica. Ice wall. Bro, I'm 100% convinced. Matter of fact, 1,000% convinced. There has to be some type of like living like thing on the other side of Antarctica. Bro.
Well, you know the theory with that is that it used to be like lush forest.
I know and now it's like iced up and covered.
Now
but it's like
so there could have been civilization.
But it's like if you look up videos and stuff, like only thing you see is like planes just driving over it. But like it's like there's nothing like actual like in it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, has it been explored like in depth? I know the ice is covering it, but it's like why won't we go and see like what that looks like? They might have like there might be some type of cure to some disease like that's naturally grown over there. How they like we don't really know, or maybe they do know and maybe they just holding out. Like
there's something to
come
the
on, bro. You mean to tell me
thing.
they can't find a cure to cancer?
Oh, they for sure got that.
Come on, bro. Like
pharmaceutical industry is insane.
You know, like come on, bro. Let's be real. Like a lot of that's part of the truth that he probably like is like was referring to is like, come on, dog. They can have that shit. Yeah, for the right people.
Just so dirty,
for the right people,
bro.
they do. But for the masses, bro, you gotta. It's population control, bro. People gotta drop.
We need someone to just go in there and like release all the documents.
Yeah, his ass.
They'll kill him before.
His ass won't make it back.
Yeah, bro.
I promise you, he won't make it back. What? But I'm certain, bro. Like I don't even gotta get. I know for sure the government be what.
Oh yeah.
You start getting into that fine line of
they don't play around
certain
with that.
things, bro. You're gonna end up missing.
It's raps.
Facts.
Damn. Dog.
It's like, but do you blame him though? It's like, do you blame him for it? I don't know.
I guess it depends on what exactly. I mean, I would always err on.
If you're money driven, then
I always err on just giving the public all the information, unless it like directly entangles like our safety. But then that's a slippery slope. You could say that about
right
anything.
now. If they came out and said they got a cure to cancer, I feel like the whole world would erupt in flames because of how many people.
Oh, people would be upset because they.
How many people that probably has lost loved ones.
Oh,
due to the fact of them purposely like come on, if you lost like 5 family members like cancer like and they came out and was like, yeah, we've had a cure since like 2000.
If someone whistle blew and came
come
out
on,
and said
bro,
that,
they're like it's literally gonna cause
there'll be
like,
riots.
Yeah, like we don't trust the government. We don't like it's gonna cause a complete like
dude, there'll be
it'd be insane. Like we look like somebody like.
So how many people have died from cancer?
Bro, it has to be hundreds of millions, bro. Hundreds of millions of people. Yeah. Since like it became a thing. Yeah. You know. Like my dad's dad passed away from cancer. So like
my grandfather as well, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's like damn, like you just had it the whole time and just let everybody.
Well, it's weird how they suppress all these other kinds of therapies too that like could help. Like even like some of these like psychedelic stuff. I've never done it, but apparently like that stuff's really good to like.
What is that?
Cure like some of these like mushrooms and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Like those could be used as treatments too. They've been used as for PTSD for like a lot of like army people. Oh yeah. It's great for your brain.
A mushroom, it is that like I know they say shrooms and all that. So like legitimately like you take a mushroom and what is it like takes you mentally into like another like
dude. So this is another cool podcast I had. This guy, Dr. Carl Hart. I gotta explain this one too. Yeah, bro. So this guy's a professor at Columbia, in like pharmacology, basically has like a PhD in like neuroscience, and he studies like all these drugs as his job. So like basically they're in a lab shooting people up with LSD, meth, heroin, all these kinds of things, and he's experimenting on it, on effects, and all these written hundreds of scientific papers and journals about drugs. By the way, this dude also does all these drugs. Okay. So he does heroin and cocaine and all these things. Right. Which has this like stigma. And like I've always grown up as an athlete, like, dude, like this stuff's terrible for you. And like we do a lot of work in the community. Like there's a lot of people on like addicted to these things. I'm like, okay, this stuff is bad for you. Right. He gave me this totally different perspective, bro. So basically like the vast majority of people on these drugs aren't getting addicted. Like the addiction thing, according to him, is like a complete myth. The opioid crisis has been like totally like mismanaged, and that's like the way they account for the data. That's all just to pad different bureaus of like bureaucracy in terms of like guys going after it. He had a totally different perspective that shifted him out, and he's been on like every huge platform. He's been on, like all the cable shows. He's been on like Joe Rogan like 3-4 times, like all my favorite podcasts. So it was really cool to talk to him. And it was like, dang, bro, this is totally different than anything I hear in mainstream media, dude. Because the same as like alcohol, right? Like alcohol is a drug. And like I can go right now to like a liquor store and like buy a bottle of vodka and go kill myself. So he's advocating for like responsible use, right? So it's like if you overdose, if I drink too much alcohol, if I drive too fast on the road.
You can kill yourself. Right. Okay, I see.
So this is totally different than anything. I was like, damn, this is cool.
So what he's saying is that like you going and drinking alcohol is no different than someone like doing like heroin and possibly killing themselves.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know this either. Heroin is the same as morphine they give you at the hospital. And Adderall is the same as meth. And even fentanyl. Like,
Hey, so we're all crackheads, bro.
Right,
We don't even,
right.
Well, I mean,
how many hundreds of thousands of people do Adderall? It's meth.
damn. So every college student. So every
Right,
college
literally
student
everybody,
is
bro.
literally essentially. Like,
And he
meth
studies
heads.
these in a lab. Like he's like, the
It's the same-
compound's
they made
the
it the same
same thing. But the way things are talked about in mainstream media.
It makes it look like one is like significantly
Yeah.
bad and the other one helps you study better and
Right.
locked in.
The
but
issue is when they're putting things that don't belong in it. And then that's when you hear the
Causes
stories
the
of
other-
people like dying with overdose. Like if they put fentanyl in something.
Okay, right. So
Yeah.
I that's another thing how people are like mixing.
But even
like,
fentanyl is an FDA approved drug, which I didn't know. Treated for, I think, pain relief.
so
So in proper dosage,
it's good
it's,
for you,
yeah.
or it helps.
Yeah. In certain cases.
Bro, what
Crazy,
in the
bro. Like
world? Bro,
all these different.
There's got to be a simulation. Like, ain't no way this, bro. This life is just not real, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So pretty
Yeah.
much we all,
Bro, I'll send you
took
some of this
heroin
stuff.
at some point. Essentially,
Yeah.
it's just someone just added a little bit of
If
something
you
else
had
to
surgery, you did heroin, meth.
Because I had knee surgery and I would sleep
Yeah.
the whole time. Slept like a baby, so maybe
You felt great.
it felt wonderful. I mean, it was great sleep. Like I didn't even. It was like that.
Yeah.
Woke up feeling good. Had some Percocets after, you know, and felt like I was on a cloud nine. So I might have been a rockhead in that moment.
Right.
But the way we put it out there is definitely like looked down upon.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, bro. Now I'm about to literally like next time I see someone,
And even just the way like we penalize certain drugs
yeah,
based off of
you
like
get caught with, you know, perks or something like you doing time, and it's like
yeah, well, crack
Whoa.
versus cocaine, like that's the same exact thing basically.
Mhm.
But crack's 10 times more penalized. Or no, it used to be 100 times more penalized. Now it's only 18 times more penalized than cocaine. But it's the same exact thing.
But
Same
one
exact-
just sounds like crack.
well, one's
or-
cheaper, and then minorities use it.
so like
So
for
they're
my chances
going
of a
after.
minority using it
Yeah.
or getting caught with it,
And cocaine's more of like a white collar.
it is. Cause I mean, can't even count on.
Sorority girls just.
Come on, bro.
Oh yeah,
Like every college student, for the most part, sorority,
A lot.
frat. Like you go to the party, you see.
yeah.
So it's just like, but
Go to
that's
Wall
like,
Street, everybody.
yeah, like if you're working in a suit, whatever the case may be, you like they literally be lining it up
It's crack.
to get through the day.
You're doing it. You're ingesting it a different way, but it's crack.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I didn't know any of these things, dude. It blew my mind.
Man,
Man, we accomplished a lot. We've
yeah, no, that's
solved the world's issues.
we might
On
not
this
make
podcast.
it.
They might come
we
after
might-
us.
We might not make it home. Now you know why we will make it home though?
What?
Because we ain't got no power.
Yeah. Not yet.
And you know why? Because we don't have like the actual facts to back up anything.
That's true. Yeah,
We're saying. So it's like we're just chatting.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's just another one of the masses. But then you get
Just
someone
football
like,
players talking shit.
yeah, you get like a Martin Luther King that really start pushing the needle
Oh yeah.
out of there.
Or a dude like him who's educated, PhD, he's a professor.
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, then again, him, like he's educated, but it's like the narrative can still be changed.
Yeah.
It's like people gonna be, oh wow, that's crazy, and then never like actually like dive into it too much.
Yeah.
That's the other part. People are like just give up too easy. If the whole world actually came together, which would never happen, and actually wanted to find out information from the government, we could. But that would never happen. Why? Because there's always two sides. Like there's always gonna be the one side that's gonna be for the government. And, no, you guys are like, that's not true. That never happened. And then you got the other side that's like the conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
So it'd never be like one common like thing.
Yeah.
It's too easy to like divide people. Really is. One thing I
It's
do make
super
a
easy.
political like joke or something.
Oh yeah.
and then everything's forgotten.
Bro, so you see the same thing in football. Everyone just likes being on teams.
Yeah. Teams. Yeah.
Right.
Team. Winning team.
Yeah. My colors, my tribe,
Yep.
my part of this country. You hate
Think
Florida
about
State.
it, bro.
Yeah.
Like 100,000 people go to Texas A&M to watch their team and cheer for a bunch of kids running around, and they really believe
they
like
really
in it.
hate Texas. Like University of
insane.
Texas. Yeah.
You see them in the colors, like
Oh yeah.
no reason,
There's fights going on
just built in, just
because you're wearing a different color.
different color. Same person, like we're all
You live in
humans,
the same
like, just
state.
different color. If you think about
You
it,
love
like
the same sport. You live in the same state.
these they wear the same exact helmet. It's just different color, different logo. That's it. Same is made by the same.
Some of the
company.
players are going to go play for the other team too. We have tons of guys that went to UCLA and vice versa, rivals.
Right.
You've got guys going to Florida State from Miami.
Oh my God, hate that. But yeah,
Right.
you're right. It's
Vice versa. Yeah. Damn, bro. That was fun. I appreciate it, dog. Wrap
sure.
it up.
Now, this is tough. It's tough, man.
It was a good talk, dude. I will wrap it up. Boom. Ahmmon, where can people reach you? Social media.
Oh man, Instagram, Ahmmon Richards, Twitter, Ahmmon R2, whatever case may be. But you know, I don't really post.
You've been going at it on Twitter. I recommend the Twitter.
Twitter is like more my thing. Instagram, cool. Like I don't really post that much on there no more.
No,
I don't really got much to post. Instagram's more for like photos and stuff like that. Right. But Twitter's like going to get like a response or rival fan bases, football talking, and just sports in general. That's where I'm at. I don't really do the whole political thing on there at all. I just keep it sports because that's what I do.
That's what we do.
So yeah, I'll say there.
Love it. Thanks, dog. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it, man.
That was fun, bro. Woo.
Tough.
Yeah, that was fun, dude.
That was tough. I swear, like, shit don't even feel like an interview.
Right? Yeah.
It's like, it's literally just chopping it up. Like,